Good day! I am Dr. Elimar A. Pascual from the Department of Education, Nagcarlan Sub-Office, Laguna, Philippines.
And I am Dr. Nilda V. San Miguel from Lumban Central Elementary School, Lumban Sub-Office, Laguna, Philippines. And the title of our study is Lifelong Learning for Women, an Examination of Andragogy and Alternative Learning System. Andragogy, rooted in the work of Malcolm Knowles, emphasizes self-directed learning, relevance, and experience-based education for adults. As our study focuses on women who pursued education later in life, understanding andragogical principles becomes essential. How these women navigate learning environments designed primarily for younger students. Women's education has made significant studies in the Philippines, yet challenges persist. Gender disparities, societal expectations, and economic factors influence women's access to education.
Women's education plays a crucial role in society, contributing to the development of nations and the empowerment of women. Educated women are better equipped to shape the character of future generations, promote gender equality, eradicate social stigmas like female infanticide and child marriage, according to Shodiha of 2023 and Syed of 2023.
The Alternative Learning System, or ALS, is a flexible education program catering to diverse learners, including those in challenging circumstances like jails. This is according to CELA in 2024. Reasons for enrolling in ALS vary because there is a significant correlation between these reasons and factors leading to students' discontinuation, suggesting the need for innovative delivery methods like radio-based instruction to enhance access and engagement. That is according to Tamarong and Ranyowa in their studies in 2024.
This study sought to explore the lived experience of adult women who graduated basic education through the alternative learning system. Specifically, it sought to deal with the following concerns. First, motivation in entering alternative learning system. Second, strategies and approaches. Third, overcoming obstacles. Fourth, life's great lessons. Fifth, improvements in elderly education. And sixth, alternative learning system impact.
We conducted a semi-structured interviews with two women. Participant A is Dahlia, a high school graduate who completed her education through ALS, and participant B, named Narcisa, a retired woman who graduated from elementary school via ALS.
This study employed a case study approach. Data collection was done through semi-structured interviews with the participants to explore their educational journeys, motivations, challenges, and experiences within the alternative learning system framework. Audio recording was primarily used to secure the specificity and completeness of the participants' responses. Audio recordings were transcribed afterwards.
The ethical aspects secured before, during, and after the conduct of this study were the following. First, we informed their consent, obtaining consent from participants before the interviews. Also, the anonymity and confidentiality, protecting participants' identities and sensitive information. Voluntary participation is to ensure participants can withdraw at any time.
The researchers identified recurring themes related to andragogy. lifelong learning, and women's education. Themes might include self-directed learning, barriers faced, and empowerment. Here are the steps undertaken for analyzing interview data. First, transcribing the interviews verbatim. Second, applying thematic analysis to identify recurring themes. Third, using coding and categorization to organize data. Fourth, interpreting findings based on emergent themes. And fifth, highlighting the importance of rigor like intercoder reliability and member checking.
Here are the themes for Narcisa's and Dalia's responses to the interview questions. Motivations of adult women in gaining education through ALS. Theme 1, aspiration for self-improvement. Both Narcisa and Dalia were motivated by their incomplete formal education and the desire to attain personal fulfillment. The second one is inspiration from others. Dalia was inspired by her siblings' suggestions to pursue ALS for better career opportunities, while Narcisa drew motivation from seeing her employees strive for education.
Strategies and approaches employed in adult women education in alternative learning system. First theme, flexible learning modalities. Both participants relied on modular education, which allowed them to balance other responsibilities. Second theme, support systems. Narcisa sought help from her secretary to overcome difficulties in the modules. Teachers played a significant role in motivating and guiding learners.
Overcoming obstacles in managing ALS studies alongside family life and work. For theme 1 is the time management. Both Narcisa and Dalia emphasized the importance of strategizing daily tasks to balance work, family, and studies. For theme 2, determination and adaptability. Narcisa and Dalia persevered despite challenges driven by their goals.
Life's great lessons from the experience of graduating through alternative learning system. First theme, the value of education. Both participants learned that completing education opens doors to opportunities. Second theme, life philosophy. Narcisa emphasized the importance of continuous learning and seizing opportunities. Both participants recognized the value of learning beyond formal education.
Improvements in elderly education to enhance ALS. For theme 1, enhanced learning delivery, Narcisa suggested daily meetings to improve learning and engagement. Both participants emphasized the need for ALS to incorporate practical skills learning and also training. For theme 2, policy flexibility, Narcisa suggested allowing direct entry to high school ALS to older learners to accelerate their progress.
Impact of alternative learning system on the lives of adult women graduates. First theme, empowerment through education. Dalia gained confidence in applying for better jobs with her diploma. Narcisa and Dalia felt better equipped to navigate societal and professional challenges. Second theme, role model for the community. Both participants became advocates for education within their families and communities.
The experiences of Narcisa and Dalia as adult learners illuminate the transformative potential of lifelong learning, particularly when anchored in the principles of andragogy and delivered through the alternative learning system. Their journeys underscore how adult education, tailored to the unique needs of mature learners, empowers women to bridge past educational gaps. By integrating andragogical approaches such as flexibility, learning-centered methods, and practical applications, ALS enable them to balance their educational pursuits with family and work responsibilities.
The Department of Education and Alternative Learning System program developers should consider increasing the frequency of classroom interactions to address the limitations of modular learning. Alternative learning system instructors should continue fostering a supportive and gender-sensitive environment that motivates learners, particularly women balancing family and work responsibilities. Local government units should collaborate with alternative learning system programs to provide additional resources, such as community-based study centers and access to technology to facilitate better learning experiences for adult women.
Women engaged in ALS should be encouraged to advocate for lifelong learning by sharing their success stories within their communities, inspiring others to pursue education regardless of age or life circumstances. They should also be motivated to explore further training opportunities such as those offered by TESDA. For future researchers, they are encouraged to explore the long-term impacts of ALS on women's socioeconomic status, self-esteem, and family dynamics.
The study illuminated the importance of education as a catalyst for empowerment, inspiring the researchers to view learning as a lifelong endeavor that transcends age and circumstance. Beyond academic insights, the experience left an indelible mark on the researchers' perspectives, encouraging them to advocate for more inclusive educational opportunities and to approach future studies with empathy, curiosity, and a deeper commitment to making a meaningful impact. Once again, I am Dr. Elimar A. Pascual from the Department of Education, Nacarlan Sub-Office, Laguna, Philippines.
And I am Dr. Nilda V. San Miguel from Lumban Central Elementary School, Lumban Sub-Office, Laguna, Philippines. Thanks for watching and God bless everyone.